Today, let's talk about the secrets of the Ethiopian Bible. Are you curious? If yes, then stay tuned. Let's go to the main points, one by one. The Ethiopian Bible is a unique collection of 88 books, including the 73 books of the Old Testament. This early exposure to Christianity allowed Ethiopia to preserve some ancient texts that were either lost or deliberately discarded in other parts of the world. After returning home, she gave birth to Menelik I, who later traveled to Jerusalem to visit his father. These relics are kept secret and hidden from non-believers. They chose only 27 books for the New Testament, excluding many others that did not fit their criteria. They are depicted as having various ranks and powers, with some being more powerful than others. The Book of Jubilees describes a solar-based divine timetable that divides time into periods and jubilees, providing a framework for understanding prophecy and the future. The book contains vivid descriptions of the heavenly realms and offers profound theological insights. It offers a different understanding of the origins of evil and the struggle between good and evil. Ancient texts like the Book of Enoch describe fallen angels as having relationships with human women, resulting in the birth of giants known as the Nephilim. These stories offer a different perspective on the origins of giants and their role in human history. And his followers provides an account of a significant event that led to the fall of angels. The fallen angels are described as rebelling against God and being cast out of heaven as a result. Ethiopia's embrace of the Book of Enoch as part of its biblical canon is a testament to its rich religious heritage and its willingness to explore diverse theological perspectives. The fallen angels are associated with darkness and evil, while the righteous angels stand in opposition to them. The war in heaven is depicted as a battle between these opposing forces. The fate of the fallen angels is described as their banishment from heaven and their confinement to the earth. They are often associated with temptation and the corruption of humanity. His teachings remind us of the importance of seeking wisdom and understanding and the dangers of pursuing forbidden knowledge. Also, let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. We look forward to hearing from you and engaging in meaningful discussions. Enoch's teachings on the afterlife and the resurrection of the dead offer a unique perspective on the concept of immortality and the possibility of a life after death. His ideas have influenced various religious and spiritual movements throughout history and continue to spark interest in contemporary times. While the Book of Enoch is not widely accepted in mainstream Christianity, it remains an influential text in Ethiopia and other branches of Christianity that recognize it as part of their biblical tradition. Baruch was a Jewish scribe and prophet who played a significant role in the Book of Baruch, part of the Catholic and Orthodox Old Testament. His writings lament the destruction of Jerusalem and express hope for its eventual restoration. Enoch's visions include a warning about the dangers of secret knowledge and the importance of obedience to divine law. His teachings offer valuable lessons for those who seek wisdom and understanding. The Maccabees were a family of Jewish priests who played a significant role in the history of Israel. They are best known for their role in the Maccabean Revolt, a successful rebellion against the Seleucid Empire that resulted in the rededication of the Second Temple in Jerusalem. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church considers the Book of Enoch as part of its canon, as well as other books not found in the mainstream Christian Bible, such as the Book of Jubilees and the Testament of Solomon. It is believed that Ethiopia possesses the longest surviving manuscript of the Book of Enoch. These books provide valuable insights into the development of early Christian thought and tradition. Similarly, the Old Testament had 39 books instead of the usual 66. This decision was influenced by various factors, including theological, political, and social aspects. In Ethiopia, the Italians attempted to eradicate the unique biblical tradition by burning books and manuscripts, but they were unsuccessful due to the resilience and determination of the Ethiopian people. Colonialism is a complex and controversial topic that has had a profound impact on the history of Africa. Ethiopian scholars argue that the traditional 12-month calendar used by the rest of the world is incorrect, and that it was imposed on them during the colonial era. They believe that the actual number of days in a year is 364, not 365 as commonly accepted. One of the reasons for excluding certain books was that they were considered too dangerous by some bishops. They feared that these books could cause problems for the new faith and decided to remove them from the Bible. Despite the lack of physical evidence to support these claims, Ethiopian Christians believe with unwavering certainty that the Ark of the Covenant is in their country. They believe that the Ark was brought to Ethiopia 3,000 years ago by Menelik I and has been in their possession ever since. Ethiopians are proud of their ancient Christian heritage and believe that they have preserved many ancient artifacts, including the Ark of the Covenant. They believe that the Ark was brought to Ethiopia by Menelik I, the son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. According to Ethiopian tradition, Menelik went to Jerusalem to meet his father and bring the Ark of the Covenant back to Ethiopia. However, this story is not mentioned in the Bible, although the Bible does mention the Queen of Sheba visiting King Solomon in Jerusalem. Some historians believe that the Ark may have actually been brought to Ethiopia during the reign of Azana, who converted Ethiopia to Christianity in the 4th century. But the true origin of the Ark remains unknown, and there is no physical evidence to prove that it is in Ethiopia. During this visit, he is said to have stolen the Ark of the Covenant from Solomon's temple, bringing it back to Ethiopia. This tradition is reflected in the Book of Chronicles in the Bible. However, there is also a discrepancy between the two accounts regarding the acquisition of the ark. According to the Ethiopian narrative, Menelik visited Solomon's temple in Jerusalem when he was young and stole the ark while Solomon was absent. He brought the ark back to Aksum, which would later become the capital of Ethiopia. There it is believed to have remained hidden away ever since. On the other hand, the account in the Bible states that the ark was located in the temple of Yahweh in Shiloh until it disappeared when the Babylonians destroyed the city. The Ethiopian and biblical accounts differ significantly in terms of the timing and circumstances surrounding the ark's arrival in Ethiopia. The Ethiopian narrative claims that Menelik took the ark with him when he left Jerusalem, while the biblical account says that the ark was lost when Shiloh was destroyed. For example, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church considers the Book of Enoch as part of its canon. However, this book is not included in the Protestant, Catholic, or Eastern Orthodox Bibles. The same applies to other books, such as the Odes of Solomon, the Apocalypse of Peter, the Gospel of Thomas, and many more. These books are considered pseudepigraphal, meaning they are written under a false name or attributed to someone else. They were likely written in the Second Temple period between the books of the Old and New Testament. Some of these books were written by early Christians, while others were written by Jews. However, all of these books have something in common. They contain forbidden knowledge that does not fit into the official narrative of mainstream Christianity. Mainstream Christianity does not want us to know about these books and their contents, because they could change the way we view Jesus Christ and his teachings. The 27 books of the New Testament and 8 additional books, known as the Kebra Nagast, or the Glory of the Kings. The extra books are not found in any other Christian canon, making it the most comprehensive collection scriptures in the world. They contain forbidden texts that tell of angels, giants, fallen stars, the Ark of the Covenant, and other subjects deemed too dangerous to be included in the Bible. So why were they banned? And what do they reveal about our past? And why should we care today? Stay tuned till the end to find out. Ethiopia was one of the first nations to adopt Christianity as its state religion in 330 AD. Shortly after its legalization by Roman Emperor Constantine. According to the Ethiopian narrative, the Queen of Sheba converted to Christianity after visiting Jerusalem and meeting King Solomon. In addition to the Ark of the Covenant, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church believes that it possesses other important relics, such as the original scroll of the Ten Commandments and the staff of Moses. During the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD, Christian leaders, according to the Book of Enoch, according to the book of Enoch. According to the book of Enoch, the angels were created by God and serve as messengers between heaven and earth. During the colonial period, European powers actively sought to suppress any forms of indigenous knowledge and culture that could threaten their dominance. The Ascension of Isaiah is a unique apocalyptic text that tells the story of the prophet Isaiah's journey to heaven. The Book of Enoch is an apocalyptic text that provides a unique perspective on the nature of fallen angels and their interactions with humans. The idea that angels were responsible for the creation of giants has fascinated people for centuries. While the exact number of angels that fell from heaven is not specified in the Bible, the story of Lucifer. The Book of Enoch contains references to a war in heaven, suggesting a conflict between good and evil forces. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends.